Yes, my dear friend, welcome to the channel. This is Salon's blog. Well, it is a beautiful Tuesday morning to you wherever you are around the globe, more especially you that is in Africa or in Europe, you are in the morning. Yeah, but those of you in America and Canada, you are still in the night. Well, we in Asia, we are in the afternoon. But any part of the globe that you are, my dear friend, you are highly welcome. I'm excited to have you to be a partner on this channel. I'm glad today is Tuesday. And like I said yesterday, the whole of this week, Chelsea, we have nothing doing except to train. We have absolutely nothing, no games to play. No Champions League, no Europa League, no Conference League, no Carabao Cup, no EFL, no FA Cup, nothing to do. Throughout this week, we have 9 solid days of rest before we go into our next game against Newcastle. Are we going to have another excuse if we fail to win that match? Is there going to be another fatigue again? Well, I'm waiting to hear the next excuse from Pochettino. I'll be waiting to hear it. The next excuse that he'll be given. If, in fact, anything apart from a win next Monday will be disastrous for Chelsea Football Club. That is just it. And as we speak, our owners, according to sources, according to Jacob Stensberg, our owners are looking at some potential coaches that they might get to replace Pochettino if he is sacked. Potential coaches. 2 that have been identified, according to Jacob Stensberg, is Chelsea have identified Ruben Amorim and Roberto De Zerbi as potential replacement for Mauricio Pochettino. These 2. The question is, can they do the job? Can either of them? We know Roberto De Zerbi very well with Brighton. Yeah, we know what he's done there last season. Graham Potter was in charge of Brighton. Chelsea went in for Graham Potter and then they replaced Graham Potter with De Zerbi. And we saw what he did last season. But would that be enough? Or would that be a good reason why Chelsea would just jump in for De Zerbi at this time? We have been seeing his work with Brighton. This season is not really going well with Brighton. And he has a lot of excuses. I mean, tangible ones. I mean, reasonable excuses he has. He lost almost about 3 or 4 players. McAllister, Casado, and almost about 3 or 4 of his mainstay in the squad. So he has every reason to say his squad is not complete. The team that he was building last season was taken away from him. He's now starting with the young players from scratch again. So he has every reason, a good reason for that matter, for him to fail. Yes. But according to sources, the second person there is Ruben Amorim. Who is Ruben Amorim? I have done a little research on him. Ruben Amorim is a Sporting Lisbon's coach in Portugal. In Portugal. Before going to Sporting Lisbon, he was with Club Braga. And in their recent 2 games that they played, in fact, the one they played on the 1st of March, he won that game against Benfica. Sporting FC won that game against Benfica 2-1. Then just yesterday, he won again against Farense 3-2. 3-2. Currently, as we speak, Sporting is leading the Portuguese league with 66 points. And Ruben Amorim is the coach. They are leading the Portuguese league with 66 points. Closely followed by Benfica. Remember, they beat Benfica. They beat Benfica on the 1st of March. Now, Benfica is closely following them on the league table with 56 points. No, sorry, 58 points. Sporting is 59 points. Benfica is 58 points. And goals for 66 goals were scored. Goals against 24. His team scored 66 goals this season and conceded 24. How many goals did Chelsea score this season? 42, 43. And then we have 43 goals and we conceded 42. Here, Amorim's team scored 66 goals and conceded 24. And the whole of this season, they lost only 2 games. Amorim's team in Portugal, Sporting, lost only 2 matches they lost throughout the season. And then they played 2 draws. Won 19. They won 19 games, played 2 draws, lost 2 with 59 points. Goals for 66, goals against 24. Those are the records of Ruben Amorim right now with his current club. But it will interest you to note, you see, if you watch the Portuguese league carefully, it is quite competitive. Look at where Benfica is 58 points and Sporting is 59 points, just 1 point. And then Porto, FC Porto is in 3rd position with 52 points. 52 points. Then followed by Braga, 49. That is how it is. So you could see, he is not a bad coach per se in that league. But the question is, can he take Chelsea to the promised land? After all, I can see a winning mentality in him. A coach that is on top of the league, currently in Portugal, means he has a winning mentality. He has the idea to win. He has the hunger to win, the desire to win, to be on top. Not a mediocre coach. So personally, if you ask me, between him and De Zerbi, I'll prefer him. Ruben Amorim's team, or teams, he coached Sporting Club of Braga before moving to Sporting CP. And now he's leading the table, the league table. And guess what? He is only 39 years old. Born 27 January 1985. He's only 39 years old. He is at the same age with Thiago Silva, my dear friend. Thiago Silva. Ruben Amorim has carved out a reputation as a highly rated young manager at Sporting CP. In Portugal, Amorim has made himself one of the most sought-after managers in Europe after his stellar work in Lisbon, who paid Portuguese rivals Braga £8.55 million in March 2020 to take him to the José Alvalade Stadium after just 2 months in a senior management role. So he was with Braga, and then Sporting Club, Sporting CP went and paid £8.55 million and took him away. Because he was on contract, £8.55 million, and they took him away. Just after 2 months that he took over the job. 2 months in his first role as a manager. His deal with Sporting also contains a release clause, but that one reduces the further into his contract he gets. 2 years ago, it stood at £26 million. His release clause 2 years ago is £26 million. By the end of the season, interested parties will be looking at paying around £13.2 million to take him. Are we ready, Chelsea, to pay £13.2 million to take him? And how sure are we that he can get a job done for us in Chelsea? We are talking about light coaches. A light coaches. He is not that top-notch coach you can point in Europe, that conquered Europe, like the Tuchel, how do you call it? Jose Mourinho's, the Pep Guardiola's. You know, he's not there yet, but the work he's doing with Sporting Lisbon. Will Chelsea have the time, the patience to give him the opportunity, and the tools to give him to deliver? What if he comes in and is making his own demands of new players, set of players that he would like to use to win with? Are we ready? Dear friend, let me hear from you in the comment section. Right now, our owners are looking at both De Zerbi and Amorim. We wait to see if Poch will be sacked. Then any of these two, there's a possibility that they might be in Chelsea dugout next season. Until then, dear friend, I shall be back with more exclusives later in the day. See you in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.